Check out these copper cooking pots. Well, they're not copper because inside they're silver. But yeah, they're really old. This is in a temple in the Mysore Palace. Cool. The irony is not lost on me that we're in Mysore Palace, right, with all these exotic, massive buildings, and we're taking video footage of some old cooking pots, which is actually very similar to the fact that the locals, well, actually the other tourists that are from up north, they want photos of Robin. They don't necessarily want photos of the palace or the big impressive buildings. They want photos of her. So there you go. We're doing the same back to them. We're taking photos of the cooking pots instead of the lovely buildings. We're in this beautiful old palace in Mysore, and we're bare feet. Like, everyone has to take shoes off before you come in. These beautiful old mosaic tiles. I don't know if they're porcelain or what, but I'm actually drawn to the wear from the hundreds and hundreds of people that have come into the place. So as you come through these doorways, these thresholds, they're very worn, but also like just the patina of the corners of the building where people have touched and bumped on their way through. Anyway, that's what I'm into. Just an observation, like, we're in Mysore, but most of the men are dressed as if they were going to a wedding. Even the women, like, it's just casual daily dress, what the ladies wear. Seriously, you could almost think they were going to a wedding. Like in Australia, what are we, lower middle class, I'm guessing? And yeah, generally speaking, the men are wearing like pants, like this guy, pants and a collared shirt. Pants and a collared shirt, they all do. I am totally out of the norm wearing shorts. I've got a collared shirt on, but this is totally the norm for them. So there you go, wedding outfits. And when we've been to the beaches and stuff, they wear those clothes into the water. Like, they'll swim in them. That's just what they do. India. Just cruising along in the back streets of Mysore. And yeah, just regular little vendors, people selling socks and all sorts of trinkets. We're just sort of coming up to a bus station area, so it's pretty hectic with tourism stuff. But across the road up here is an orange juice stall that we went to last night. It's nice, and Robert decided we want to go there. This is sort of on their way home back to our hotel, so thought we'd go and get a juice. Can't stay rehydrated enough, we just drink so much here. And don't go to the bathroom, it just evaporates off you because it's pretty bloody hot. Fruit, grapes, oranges, apples, persimmons, pomegranates, collared shirts. Strawberries, kids' clothes, watches, sunglasses, hats, handbags, all the essentials. And we're coming up to a bus station. All the tuk-tuks here waiting to pick up the passengers. But our destination's across the road over there. There's a juice bar. We just got to cross like 5 lanes of traffic highway, and tuk-tuks trying to pick us up at the same time. Tuk-tuks are like sharks circling around waiting. If you show any hesitation, they're straight onto you to try to get a fare, you know. This is a pretty quiet little street, it's not too bad to get across. Famous last words, I'll probably get squashed here. And we're just coming up to this juice bar to do snacks and sandwiches and samosas and other things as well. But there are nice people in there, real easy going. This is it. This is it. In we go. So this is that juice stall. Here's the ingredients here for watermelon juice. If you read it, what goes into it? 1/4 of a cup of white sugar. Yeah, that's in 1 glass of watermelon juice. Look at this lovely old Royal Enfield. One day I've got to come back and do a trip. This lady peeling onions. Hello. Little shops everywhere. All the rickshaws. They're quite pleasant in this town. All pretty friendly. They're like, you want a rickshaw? You want a tuk-tuk? But when you say no thanks, they're like, okay, have a nice day. Generally, none of them are pushy at all. This is just a footpath. It's actually not a bad footpath either. Heading back to the hotel. Nothing overly exciting, is it? It's just India. It actually takes me a bit to get my video camera out these days. Collared shirts, rickshaws, phone shop, sugarcane juice. Only 10 rupees. No thanks. Sugarcane juice, 10 rupees. We are in Mysore and we just saw the most amazing light show. The palace get all lit up. One of those archways is missing lights though in the background. Gonna get a discount for that. But the music that they played was ear-splittingly loud. Like so loud that I had my fingers in my ears for more than half of the performance. I don't know why it is, but India, like they seem to put the volume to 11. Yeah, like way louder than any human can take. Those little kids next to us, like I'm just thinking they're damaging their hearing for sure. Anyway, it sounded a bit like a grumpy old bugger, aren't I? It's a nice place, but anyway, too loud. Here we've got lemon soda. It's basically just lemon juice and soda water mixed together. And that's what we drink heaps of. We've had 2 or 3 today already. They're 30 rupees, so 60 cents, cheap as chips. You have to be careful though, because the way the Indians drink them, is with a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of sugar as well, stirred up into the lemon juice with the soda water. It's like a sort of a way to rehydrate yourself, I guess. What's the name of that stuff? Gatorade, or it tastes like that. So after the first few times we knew to order with no salt, so you just order natural, lemon soda natural or lemon soda sweet. Even then they'll sometimes sneak a little bit of salt because they think you're going to want salt for sure. But anyway, lemon soda, another boring day, another boring episode of life in Mysore. Okay, so we're sitting in a little restaurant, it's like 9 o'clock at night. We just ordered veg fried rice, which is really tasty. I guess they've always got leftover rice from this morning or from last night to make the fried rice. It's always a winner. But we were just having a chuckle because this is a restaurant. People bring in their own food and sit down at the tables and eat. There's a couple of chicks with massive cobbled corn, which is what Robin and I ate before. It was at a street vendor like 3 blocks away. So these 2 chicks have just walked in and sat down at the table out the front there and they're hoeing into their corn. It's not on the menu here, they don't sell it here. They just brought in their own food and they're using the table and chairs while they're waiting for their bus, I think, I'm not sure. Anyway, that's India for you. Here we are back in the hotel room, end of the day in Mysore. We've had a good day today. We started the day with a tuk-tuk, which was sort of an agreed ride up to the top of a hill, some sort of shrine, and then he took us to some sandcastle memorial museum thing, and for breakfast, a nice breakfast dosa, and then we went to a market. And the palace, we went to the palace, that's the highlight. We came to Mysore to see the Mysore Palace, that's the main thing we did today. Can't believe I forgot that. And then we came home and had a little nap, a bit boring, and then went out again to another market, and then this night show, which you've seen the footage of that, the palace getting all lit up with the missing lights. Just had a bit of dinner, and then we've walked home, and we've just stopped at a little convenience store and got back to front a soda water. It's funny how I like these little routines, and there's a little shop just only like 50 metres away from the front of our hotel. And for me, when I'm traveling, I really like just some simple, small thing that's like consistent that makes me feel like I'm at home a little bit. And so at this place, it's just like stopping at this one particular little shop, getting a bottle of ordinary water and getting a bottle of soda water. They're 20 rupees, so 40 cents each. But yeah, it's just, yeah, something I do. Quite often if I can find a cafe that does coffee, good coffee in the morning, that's the thing that will ground me. And if I can go to that coffee shop every morning, then that works for me too. But anyway, that's one of the advantages of being older and having travelled a bit. And travelling a bit, yeah, lets me realise that's what I want. Make me happy. Simple man, eh? Alright, all the best. Hope you enjoyed Mysore. What a weird name. Mysuru, they call it, but Mysore in English.